Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. I'm in my shed, obviously, my new shed, and this is what I have in there. Everything in here works except for the Husqvarna. That's the only tractor I have left now that isn't either in the process of being fixed or you know what I mean. Anyway, the only thing that I could think of that's wrong with this Husqvarna is that the engine is a Kohler Courage with the same problems that it always has cracks in the block and it leaks oil. But this thing actually runs and drives. I drove it into the backyard when I first got it. I picked it up for free around my neighborhood. Anyway, today I've got this push mower here, the Toro, that I made out of 2 mowers. Anyway, I have it listed for $100, and some guy locally wants to buy it, and it's just a push mower. Transmission's been removed and has no bagger, so it's just a simple Tecumseh engine Toro recycler with actually the personal pace handles on it. Anyway, just a cheap $100. I'll let it go for 50. I don't care, you know what I mean? But anyway, the guy says, okay, so let's meet. Well, how about bring it to my house? He lives closer than the church, so I might as well bring it to his house, you know? So we'll see if we get this thing sold. Like I said, it looks kind of yucky. As a matter of fact, I think if I remove this, it'd be less ugly looking, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that looks better than this, you know? Hopefully the guy just needs a mower. That's it, a mulcher. But it actually runs pretty well. First, before I take it over there, because it'd be embarrassing if it wouldn't even start, you know? So it's been sitting in my shed for a while, maybe a month. Got some gas in it. It's a Tecumseh, so you never know. Hopefully it primes a little bit. Here we go. Oh. No, I don't think there's enough gas in there. In the summertime, when this is in a very hot shed, just baking, gas actually evaporates. And it's unfortunate because gas is so expensive now. This is costing me at least $2 worth of gas. You know what I mean? Not bad, good enough. Put it in the van and see if we get it sold. So I'm back. Very interesting transaction. I'll tell you all about it as soon as I get it out. You're like, get what out, Henry? Didn't you sell it? That's part of the interesting story. Just hold on, I'll get to it.
Henry, you came back with another mower?
That's right. Oh man, I just love it. I love it. I love these interesting stories. Okay, so you're ready for the interesting story? I went to the guy's house. It was closer to the church than I would have normally met him, right? It was right in between the church and my house. So he was very close. I didn't mind just going there instead of the church. That's one thing, right? When I pulled my Toro out, it wouldn't start because I had just ran it and I started priming it 5 or 6 more times. So I flooded it. I saturated the filter with fluid, therefore it wasn't getting enough air, fuel mixture, get it? So it wouldn't start. I took the air cleaner off, started on the first pull, right? And then after the transaction was done, right, I put the air filter back on again, and again, it wouldn't start. So I took it off again, inspected the air filter, and it was saturated with gas. So because it's saturated with gas, it's not getting the right amount of air to fuel mixture. So I told him to just leave the air filter out, let it dry, put it back on, and it'll run just fine. And of course, without the air filter, it ran just fine, you know? Anyway, so I said, hey, your lawn looks pretty good. Why do you need another mower? He's like, oh, my mower crapped out on Friday, and that's why I need this one just to mow the lawn, right? And I says, oh, well, what are you doing with your old mower? He's like, oh, I was just gonna throw it out. And so I said, can I see it? So I took a look at it, and it was this. He told me the problem was that the pawls came out, as is a normal thing. This plastic thing over here bends upwards. The pawls fly out. He lost it. He couldn't find it, you know. And then when he did find it, he put it back together again. And when he put it back on, he did not put the 2 3/8 screws in the front. So when he pulled it, it jarred up, went flying, and the pawls were then missing for good. He couldn't find it. All I need is a recoil starter and this thing will run. He says the engine runs good. Always starts up. Unfortunately, it is the primer bulb version, but nevertheless, I've got lots of recoil starters for the Quantum, you know. This is a Briggs 6.5 Quantum engine. I have lots of these recoil starters and I could just fix it lickety-split, you know what I mean? So I told him I would give him $10 off of the $100 listing price, right? Because theoretically, if you're thinking about it, right, the guy was probably going to talk it down to 80 bucks anyway. So now that I made the guy feel like he's getting a good deal because he was going to chuck this out anyway, right? He feels that he's getting $10 off. So getting $10 off is better than before. He even forgot about even haggling with me. So so at the end of the day, I sold my Toro for 90 bucks. Right? And I get a mower out of it that I could fix easily with a new recoil starter. And to top that off, I think I have a bagger for this. So then, now for $10, I could get another push mower with a Quantum engine on it and possibly with a bagger to sell, increasing my profitability. You following? And since I think this is going to be such an easy fix, this clip is not going to be merged into a regular video. This video is just going to be fixing this. A complete turnaround from selling my mower to getting his mower for free, pretty much, right? And fixing it and turning that around to sell again. Now, that's interesting. So I got another recoil starter. If you'll notice, this one popped out already. If you look at the side cutouts right there, and the side cutouts here. Did I just grab the wrong one? Oh no, it's identical, right? Yeah, the cutouts are exactly the same. If you look at it on this side too, the cutouts are identical. This one needs a little oil because you pull the rope out and it stays out. So I'm going to oil this a little bit, and then I'll put it on here, put everything back, and then that should be it. That's what the guy told me. Okay, as you saw, oiled it, started recoiling very well, put it all back on. I didn't put this on yet because we want to make sure it runs, but since the guy was using it, you know, it should run. I had no gas in it, put gas in it. It's the primer kind. Anyway, beggars can't be choosers, right? So I always have problems with primer kinds that don't prime, you know. So let's see. Oh, the oil is very low and bad. You guys think it'll start? Runs funny because the guy told me he took the blade away, took the blade out. So I gotta go find a blade. Since I'm gonna tip it to its side and drain the oil, and also check out the blade situation, might as well do an oil change. And you guys say I don't do oil changes. It's all malarkey. That's right, it's not malarkey, it's malarkey. Yuck. That's some yucky ass Earl. I'll let you see it. Oh, the gassage is dripping in there too. There's the Earl. Let's take a look at the other side here. Okay, so it has the blade adapter, and it looks like this is a 20-inch or 21-inch. So I need to find one that has the 2 dots there. I brought out 3, they were too long. Got 3 more that are shorter with the right spacing in the holes. There is a ton of old grass here, which I thought was the reason behind the belt, the blade not fitting, because the grass is hardened up on the sides. But after I grinded off the sides, the blade was still too long. I believe this is a 20-inch, not a 21. So it's off by an inch. These are 1 inch shorter. So hopefully this will work. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and then we'll try the blade and see if it works. Yuck. Look at that. There's like 3 pounds of grass in there. Guy never cleaned it, and he always mowed in the rain, I guess. Terrible. Okay, got a new blade on there. Not new, but it'll fit. Let's put some oil in it now. Lucas Oil. SAE 30 plus. 10 ounces. On there, did an oil change, fix the handle over here, tighten this thing, tighten that thing, put the cover back on, clean the air filter. It was kind of dusty, just brushed it off, put the gas in there, and it ran, so it should just run, right? Let's prime it a little bit. Apparently this is one that actually primes okay. Let's see how it runs now with the blade on it. You know what, let me put this here in case the blade falls off. Hey, you never know. The key shears, while you're doing this, blade will come off and cut your legs off. A little primer. smooth once you get it started. Nice. I need to find a screw to get this on. Vibrates something. Oh, before I do that, I want to show you guys something. When I was cleaning this up, look what I noticed. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Bang it down a little bit and weld it. So I've been thinking about it. I was going to take a crack at welding it, but then if you look at it, right, if it was just a crack, then I'd probably weld it. But being that it's missing material because the rot is so bad over here, it's missing the material and this part is so thin that it would probably make it worse if you tried to weld it. So you would probably have to put like a piece there, a piece of sheet metal there, which would be obvious, you know? And so you don't want to make it obvious. I just grind it a little bit to clean it up. I'm just gonna stick a sticker on it. So I just put a sandpaper like tape over there. Looks fine. I'm using some super clean just to get it clean so I can rinse it off and get most of this grass off of it, and then take some pictures of it because it always looks better. You have to make your mower look like new for the picture, and then when you bring it to them, you might have used it, whatever, and say, oh, I'm sorry it's so dirty, but I was using it. You know, they would like to hear that, oh, this is your, this you use it every weekend? Oh, that's cool. Why are you selling it? Oh, well, I've got a few of them, so I don't need it. So they like to know that it works and you use it regularly, so shouldn't be any issues. I'm gonna rinse this off and find a bagger for it, because I think I have one. Yeah, that looks much nicer, huh? It had so much grass in between the wheels and stuff. Crazy. I'm gonna find a bag for this now. I think this will fit. If not, I have that Husqvarna one. Oh, this won't fit. How about it? I thought for sure this would fit. Got this Husqvarna one. This Husqvarna one should fit. It looks just like it. And being this is a Poulan, it should be an AYP product. Well, how about it? It's too big. That's what she said. Yeah, so this is gonna have no bagger, unfortunately. All right, that's it. Just took some pictures of it. I saw this for like $125. Take as low as 100. I didn't prime it. Let's see. Gotta prime it. Hello. Ugh. You know what? I just blew fluid in there and it still wouldn't start, but it pops almost as if the timing's off. Could the key be sheared? What did we do to make the key shear? Oh dear.
I don't know. It just all of a sudden started. But when it started, lots of stuff came out the muffler. You know what I mean? So something was blocked, whatever. That's good enough for me. So I guess the key is not sheared. I didn't think it was, but after you wash it, sometimes you blow water into the muffler or whatever. It gets some places, whatever it is, works just fine now. So sold my mower, gave the guy a $10 discount. Got this mower, changed the recoil starter, cleaned up the bottom, put a blade on, put gas in it, changed the oil. And that's it. Runs just fine. I'll sell it for like $125, take as low as $100, and that's how you sell, pick, flip for pretty much nothing. You know what I mean? You're just making money in a cycle over and over and over again. So these deals don't come often that much, but I'm glad it just fell into my lap today. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Later.